Oh yes, India. Me and your man's puppets were there in 2005 in New Delhi at Ishara Puppet Festival. There we met many very interesting people and we saw many beautiful sights. It's a whole different culture out there, so it is. There's 16 million people in one city. Can you imagine that compared to Galway, where I come from? Well, anyway, while we were out there, we made contact with some very interesting people, like Sunjoy Roy. Oh look, there's Eamon. Sunjoy Roy, who was a great businessman in Delhi. That's him there, yeah. And he is a businessman. He's head of Teamwork Films, and he also is in contact with an organisation called Salambalak Trust. There he introduced your man's puppets to it. Salambalak Trust is a trust that takes children out of the ghetto and out of some of the roughest places in New Delhi and tries to give them a life in different things. There, your man's puppets held workshops in how to make puppets to a group of people that had come from that trust. They were very interesting people to work with, and it was quite amazing. It was a lovely experience for us as well as them. And there's not only your man's puppets that works with them, there's many other different theatre groups that come and do workshops with these kids to give them a break. And as you can see, the smiles in their faces there. Now there was also a very interesting man called Daddy Punjabi, I think his name is Daddy anyway, we used to call him, who's your daddy? Yeah, well Daddy here is a director in his own right of many different groups. Now he takes a lot of the kids from the Salambalak Trust and turns them into performers. They spend many years with him and they have produced performances that have been on stages in New York, Edinburgh and all over the world, to tell you the truth. It's quite amazing when you think of what comes out of there after that. Another puppeteer that's interesting is Anurupa Roy. Anurupa Roy is quite different in that she has an avant-garde approach to puppetry, a bit not so much like the traditional Indian puppets, and she also works with the Salambalak Trust. Here we have Puranan. Don't ask me to pronounce his second name. Puranan is one of the top puppeteers in India. He performs in a very traditional style, traditional marionettes. And he can trace his family back over generations upon generations, when puppets as part of puppetry, as part of the caste system, were looked down upon, and puppeteers were considered just a little bit above beggars. Even so, they got to perform in the palaces on a regular basis. We met other puppeteers from Rajasthan and from all over, and some very attractive Bollywood stars. And that's Tommy, by the way. Yeah, and some very interesting musicians as well, where we sat down and we brought a little bit of Irish music into the scene, and yeah, and we had good fun. And now we're going to go to Ishara Puppet Festival again. Oh, while we were there, we were on Hindi News TV. There I was being interviewed by a lovely interviewee, and this worked out very well for the festival because this promoted Ishara Festival, and it was great, and it was an honour to be part of it, and it's going to be an honour to be part of it again. And thanks very much for your support. Did I do alright? But that was a mouthful. Yeah, there was a lot of words in that. Yeah, who wrote the script for that?